Flipping Houses and Financial Freedom Investing, updated. 2-in-1 book. Proven methods to find, finance, rehab, manage, and resell homes. Plus, latest reliable and profitable income streams. Beginner's Guide. Written by Sean Winter. Narrated by Alex North and Quinn Hilton.
Real estate investing, flipping houses. Proven methods to find, finance, rehab, manage, and resell homes. Start to generate massive passive income even with no money down. Written by Ethan Grant. Narrated by Casey Wayman. Introduction. Has your cousin Jerry bragged about how he converted a $50,000 teardown into a $250,000 house? Do you have an eye for decaying properties on your commute to work and think to yourself, I could fix that up and sell that? Do you fantasize about converting old abandoned shacks into livable, gorgeous homes until you become a real estate millionaire like Donald Trump? Maybe your hobby is to analyze real estate properties on the internet and you've accumulated knowledge about the real estate market in your area enough that you're on the brink of getting into house flipping. House flipping is the best way you can get your foot in real estate. It is the art of identifying future potential, investing in it, and reselling for a profit. The average person looks at a house in bad shape and thinks, that house is ugly. A house flipper looks at a house in bad shape and thinks, that house is my next paycheck. A house flipper is no different than an entrepreneur on Wall Street who invests in stocks. They identify a stock with future potential, invest their capital in it, and cash out when the value increases. The difference is that house flipping doesn't require luck, and house flippers can artificially raise the value of a property in as little as a few weeks with adequate repairs and renovations. This book will prepare you for the experience of a house flipper by showing you the big secrets and the step-by-step to prepare you for your new life as a house flipper. The book will give you a kick in the butt and that last push you need if you're on the fence about house flipping. It will give you all the details you need to reassure you and prepare you for your first flip. We're here to hand it to you, the insider knowledge for all levels of investment. Whether you're starting off broke or a millionaire, there are investments for every level obtainable. We'll explain which properties are investing in, so you don't waste your time on low-return properties with no potential. Just because the properties are cheap doesn't mean they're going to give you returns. Don't worry, we'll tell you exactly where to look. Which states, the classification of neighborhoods, the types of properties that sell, the building permits, the zoning laws, the regulations, the contractors, and finally, how to sell your properties. We cover in great detail how to locate rare, valuable properties, how to renovate, how to hire affordable contractors, cover legal fees, and ultimately sell your property for the equivalent of a yearly salary. Secret number 1 to house flipping. But before we start, here's one secret you've never been told about house flipping. You don't have to be a millionaire. That's right. You don't have to be a millionaire to get your foot in the door with house flipping. You merely have to be a thousandaire. We teach you numerous ways to acquire capital for your first property and how to present your investment as low risk to financiers who will bankroll your first flip. The key here is that there are investments for all income levels. If you have millions to spend, we'll teach you how to source out high-value properties in Class A neighborhoods that you can flip for millions. If you have immediate access to capital, you can start flipping without consulting any financial institutions. The U.S. median home value is currently $230,000. That means that it's possible to find houses or condos for less than $230,000, and in many cases less than $100,000 that are still inhabitable. The mortgage on a $100,000 house can be as low as $400 a month, and the average down payment is a mere 20%. Let's say you have no money to invest at all, but you want to get into house flipping. How easy would it be for you to accumulate $20,000 for a down payment, fix up the house, and flip it for a profit in 6 months? As you see, the barrier of entry is a lot lower than people imagine. If you have a 9-to-5 job and you save up for a year, there's a high chance you will be able to afford a down payment. Once you've successfully flipped your first property, you can quit your job and get into house flipping full-time to become your own boss.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?